went to Dawn Thomas for physical therapy because she was recommended by a friend of mine who had used her for many months. And he said, you can't go to just any physical therapist, you have to have Dawn Thomas come to you. The cute story was, I said, well, does insurance cover it? He said, no. And I went, well, I don't know, I have to think about this. So he said, there's no thinking, you have to use her, and if insurance doesn't cover it, you can afford it. So I went, well, and then I said, of course, if she did what she did with you, I'm going to try it. Something different about Dawn's therapy, well, there were a couple things. I had rotator cuff surgery before I had Dawn, a couple years ago, maybe 10 years ago, and I had to go to have people ask my friends to take me to the physical therapist and drive me back and forth. And they spent not the whole time with you. They would be with you for 10 minutes, tell you what to do to warm up, be with you for 10 minutes, go to somebody else, then come back to you, and so on for about an hour. So it wasn't full attention. Dawn gives you full attention for the hour. She's wonderful. She's got great hands. And my other physical therapist became my friend, but it was not the same. Dawn was much, much better. And for me, it was better because it was going to be winter. And I did not want to go out and for fear of slipping and falling. And, I couldn't drive. And so, but the one-on-one is so much better. So that is another reason that I loved having her. My life is different since I've had Dawn and since she's fixed my arm, and the surgery fixed my arm. But with her physical therapy getting me better as fast as we could in order to play golf again, that was a very important aspect of my life. In fact, my surgeon I went to, out of 3 doctors, and I interviewed 3 doctors, he was a golfer. And I knew that he would understand that this person here who's old didn't want to just drive a car. I wanted to play golf. So Dawn understood that and worked with me on doing certain things to get me to go back to golf. When I had my rotator cuff 10 years before, that was a goal too, but that was a different surgery, a little more difficult. And maybe I would have been back to golf earlier if I had had Dawn, but it was just a harder surgery. This one, between my golf doctor and Dawn, they got me back in 4.5 months to play. So that was great. I would absolutely recommend Dawn Thomas, and I have recommended Dawn Thomas to about, at least 2 to 3 people who have called or who I've found out needed shoulder surgery. And if I find out they need shoulder surgery, I tell them, you have to use Dawn. But be aware that she does not take insurance. So I said that is a factor for some people, a deciding factor for some people. But I said, if you want the person that I think will get you recovered the fastest, I think you should choose Dawn. So that's why I recommend it. And I do recommend it.